is up, you guys? I am back with another reading, and this one's just going to be a quick little spiritual check-in. So first, I have my favorite deck that I have been using lately. It's the Prism Oracle. I love the colors on it. I love the messages on it. Let's see what message we have today. We have space. I'm going to see if I can get 2 more cards, and then we'll talk about it. Ooh. Anger. Wow, some heavy energy already. Ooh, and this one flipped out. Reflection. So like I said, this is one of my newer decks, and I want to read what the book says before I talk about it myself. And there's nothing wrong with reading the books. Don't let anybody make you feel bad for reading at your own pace and for learning at your own pace. Space came out first. I'm gonna hold the book right here so you can read along. You may feel alone and like you can get lost here, but it is important to remember that you can fill the space. What is it that you are looking to fill your life with? Is it certain types of people? A new project? How can you take action toward your goal? The void is only a temporary space, and it's ready to be filled. And then next was anger. Wow. This card represents an acknowledgement that anger is a natural part of life, okay? It's okay to feel angry, but what can you do with that immense amount of energy that comes with it? How can you transform anger into something helpful for yourself and others? And then the last one was reflection, which is in the blue section. Some say that certain people or situations in your life act as mirrors that reflect back at you and teach you. What that mirror reveals can act as some source of inspiration, encouraging you to move forward. You may not like what you see, giving you the opportunity to make some important changes in your life. This card is a reminder of the importance of taking time to reflect and partake in some deep self-inquiry. What are the mirrors in your life trying to show you, and what can you learn from them? Look how beautiful that was. And like I said, Prism Oracle guidebook, not sponsored, but I wish, because Nicole killed this deck. So for me, I feel like you might be angry at yourself. Maybe you're angry at some past people in your life. And when you don't like something about somebody, what is that showing you about you? Let's say you don't like that somebody is late. All right? And it makes you feel like they don't value your time, or they don't care enough to be on time. But do you not like that trait for a specific reason? And is that specific reason because you find yourself also being late? That's just an example. As somebody who used to have a lot of anger issues, we're healing, okay? As somebody who used to have a lot of anger issues, I've learned that the best way to handle this anger is to transmute that. And by doing that, you're gonna need a lot of space and time, and that's okay. If you need to walk out the aggression, if you need to work out the aggression, if you need to paint out the aggression, rub out the aggression, I don't know your life, you know? Whatever you feel like you need to do in order to give yourself some space, and then fill that space with love, joy, creation, something that's going to fuel you so your life can start reflecting better energy back to you, and get rid of this anger. Ooh, you should do it. And your anger is valid, right? I'm not trying to say you don't need to be angry. The book even said being angry is a normal part of the human experience. But what are we going to do with this anger? How are we going to transform this anger into something beautiful? Love, 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 love. Next, I'm going to be using the Moonology Oracle deck. To the collective who checked into the spiritual check-in, spiritual checkpoint, what message do you have for us? 1 to 2 cards is fine, however you'd like. Let's try that again, because that shuffle was not cute. Neither was that one, lordy. Well, we're gonna take this card because it wants to come out. A time for healing. Let's see if I can get one more card. Take time to breathe out. Yeah. And look at that. I feel like this goes perfectly with all the cards we just had, right? It's a time for healing. And maybe some of you are just going through some old memories in your mind and you're recovering some stuff that's really pissing you off, that's really making you upset. And you're like, this happened 5 years ago. I don't need to be angry about it. Stop doing that. Allow yourself to feel those emotions, because the sooner you feel and validate those emotions, the easier and sooner it is for you to work through them. Take time to breathe out. I see 555. Ooh. Take time to breathe out. Heal. Allow yourself to be filled with new energy. Take space from people that have angered you. Stop letting life reflect these energies back to you. Check in with yourself. Create something that is going to fuel you. Fuel you. I was trying to say fill and fuel, but either word works. Allow yourself to, have a cup of tea. Have a cup of tea, breathe out, take a moment to yourself, recollect yourself, and then handle the business that you need to handle, babe. Let's move on. So next is going to be the angel answers. Success. Look at that. Only card that's flipped over. So that card obviously wanted to come out. Y'all are going to be successful in handling this energy and healing and transmuting this anger. What else we got? Reconsider. Success and reconsider. I would say reconsider how you're going to handle it. Maybe your first initial reaction was to lash out in anger. Anger is a valid feeling to feel, but we don't want to project anything. So maybe take some time, express, hey, when you did this, it made me feel angry because of this. And in order for me not to feel this way anymore, I think you and I should do this to fix the problem. And if you're like, Tennessee, it is not that easy to communicate, I promise you it is. It just takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of practice, and you being patient with yourself. And how the other person responds to how you stand up for yourself and set boundaries is not your problem. It's not your responsibility. So reconsider how you're going to handle when people start triggering you, right? And just watch how the success of the relationship or the problem can unfold. Ooh, I love these cards. Look at that. Who or what is, and oh my God, look at the synchronization. Reflection. Who or what is triggering you? What is triggering you? Who is triggering you? What can we do to fix that? What can we do to work on that? How can we heal those triggers so we're not getting so angry? Oof, I need to accept that message myself, boo, because I feel it. Especially when you feel like you were so far on your journey and you want people to also actively be on the journey with you, and they're just not. Some great questions you can ask for this, other than who or what is triggering you. What is it in you that they are triggering? And what part of you is longing to be witnessed? And this goes for the good and the bad. The good, those we admire and put on a pedestal, if we do not realize that we are attached or attracted to them because we are like them, we will need to cut them down in order to raise to their level. The bad, those we despise or envious of and put down, if we do not realize that they trigger something in us, then it is still yet to be healed, and we will remain hurt and wounded ourselves. So this card is guiding you to look closely at what experiences or people are currently triggering in you, and what they could be mirroring back to you. When have you felt like this before? Could it be the opportunities to heal something in you? Are they shining a light on something that longs to be witnessed in you? Or is it something that's getting lost in what? In the space. In the space looking to be filled. That's an amazing synchronization right there. And I see that once you heal this, you're going to start noticing a lot more success coming your way with your relationships. Maybe you can even develop closer, more meaningful relationships as you wish. And this has been your super quick spiritual checkpoint. I'll see you at the next checkpoint. Bye, guys.